Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has praised his Australian counterpart Malcolm Turnbull for calling out what he calls the hypocrisy of the United Nations. Mr Turnbull rebuked the UN for adopting what he labelled one-sided resolutions that are critical of Israel's settlements in Palestinian territories. Both men addressed a large crowd at a synagogue in Sydney tonight. Our correspondent Phil Williams was there.
This is a synagogue where earlier tonight Benjamin Netanyahu addressed 2,000 members of the Sydney Jewish community. A lot of people here packed in to hear his words. Here's a little flavour of what he had to say.
Israel is a beacon of freedom, of tolerance, of progress in a very dark expanse that I hope and I believe will change as many Arab countries understand that Israel is not their enemy, but their vital and indispensable ally in warding off the barbarism that threatens all of us. There is, I think, an opening, as Malcolm and I discussed, for the first time in my lifetime, because the Arabs understand that Israel could be a key to their future.
Well, amongst some of the 2,000 people that came to see him speak here, included is one of the Australian government ministers, Josh Frydenberg. Here's what he had to say.
I think there are frustrations on both sides. No doubt the Israelis and the Palestinians both want peace. And the way to get peace is through a negotiated solution. It's to end the hate and it's to get to the negotiating table.
But this visit, of course, was never going to be uncontroversial. Of course, those that support the Palestinian side of the two-state solution, very critical of the way the government has handled that relationship and feel they've been ignored, their needs have been ignored. But there are a few more days to go. The more commercial side of this whole trip will become evident tomorrow when the Prime Minister signs some agreements on aviation, on cyber security. But no doubt, wherever he goes, he'll please some people, he won't please others. And amongst those others he's not pleasing is Kevin Rudd, who's accused him of scuttling peace plans wherever he goes. That was in response to Netanyahu's criticism of his and Bob Hawke's proposal that Australia recognise the Palestinian people and recognise their nationhood. And he added a sting in the tail there. He said, well, perhaps he could apologise for Israeli agents being used in an assassination hit in Dubai against a Hamas person using a fake Australian passport. So that, no doubt, uncomfortable for Mr Netanyahu. It'll be interesting to see if he addresses that.